Hey guys, I want to show you a couple of videos of the Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals wild card game last night. So a couple things. Start off here. Bryce Harper up to bat, hits a ball up the middle. Diving play there. That's going to get him to third. But look at what Olin Arenado does here. So center fielder gets the ball, throws it. It's a relatively good throw. Arenado recognizes immediately that throw is offline. He knows that it's going to basically end up about right here. You got a diving play. There's going to be no play made at third. So a couple things. One, he gives up the bag to put priority on the ball. But he's so smart. He sees that play is not going to happen there. So look at his head. He ball first, gets control of that ball, and his head is already up looking at second base because he sees that Bryce Harper is going for two. So what does he do? He just makes an easy throw. I mean, this is nothing special, right? He just picks up that ball, makes an easy throw right over to the second baseman, and look at where he puts this ball, just right in the glove of the second baseman. I mean, he is just like literally just feeds it right into the second baseman. Now, Bryce Harper, I think he's actually safe, but the call on the play was out, and they went to New York and reviewed the play and said that he's out. They weren't going to overturn it. But couple things here, guys. Always be looking for that next play. Coming back here, that throw in from center field, decent throw, ball first, goes after the ball, has his head up, and then looks at what he can do next, puts the ball right there for the second baseman. It's all about the throw. And then, later on they review it and then end up calling Bryce Harper out. So that's the first play that I wanted you to see. The second play that I wanted you to see is, so now we got runners on the corners. We got a runner on first and a runner on third with two outs. So couple things. One, as a pitcher, I like the fact that he's picking over there. I believe this is one of two throws. He actually threw over there a few times before the runner actually goes, and look at what he does. He gets into a rundown. So for a couple things. One, the first baseman pretty much concedes that he's going to get second base. Okay, so right here, the first baseman has the ball. Okay, so the pitcher threw it over to the first baseman. He's got the ball in hand right now. But what is he looking at? He's looking at this guy down here. He's looking to make sure that this guy doesn't score. So he's conceding the runner getting to second because he knows what the priority is. The priority is making sure that run doesn't score. The issue I have here, okay, so then the runner at first, what does he do? He stops and he wants to get into a rundown. Look at, he's sitting here daring them, get me in a rundown so that I can get this run to score. I don't know what's going on with the guy at third. He's basically pointing over there, and he's not doing anything. The first baseman has the ball. He's trying to get him to create some reaction. The problem is that he's on his heels. He's stopped, dead stopped, okay? And so he's not making any moves to home plate. And so what happens is, first baseman's like, okay, I've got this guy on his heels. I've got the guy at third on his heels. So why don't I just throw over to here? If I get this guy out, then the inning's over. It's two outs. So what does he do? He throws ahead, and then they start running him back. That's exactly what we teach every single day at practice in a rundown situation. Throw ahead, run them back. Okay? You can barely see this, but there's a couple things happening. First of all, the catcher is watching this entire situation, okay? He's looking at the guy at third, he's looking at the rundown, and he's going to ask for the ball when he needs it, okay? Right now, he's not saying anything because he knows that if he can get the guy out between first and second, then the inning's over and that run doesn't score no matter what. So they have to get this guy out before this guy scores. And in this case right now, it's looking pretty good that they're going to get him out, okay? So catcher's waiting for that to happen, And now, all of a sudden, he sees that the guy's running. And now, at this point in time, the catcher's basically saying, our best chance right now is to get this guy out. And so run him back to his bag, ask for the ball. A couple things I want to say about the first baseman. I don't like the fact, I do not like the fact that when the first baseman throws the ball, look what he does. After he throws the ball, okay, so he throws the ball, what does he do? He goes back to first base. He starts to back up to first base. I do not like that. I'd rather him, I've told you guys before, shorten the distance, right? We want to make this out. We want to make this out about right here. We do not want to make the out close to the bag. So the reason him going back to first, there is no reason for him to go back to first. Okay, basically what you want to do at this point is you want to make the out here. So you've got to close the gap. First baseman's got to go there, second baseman's got to go there, and you got to close that gap, and you got to make the out in the middle. Okay, so I do not like the fact that he went back to first base, but these guys are pros. They know what they're doing. They're extremely comfortable. They know that the second baseman's going to make a good throw. What ends up happening? He gets him down, makes a good throw, tags him before he gets to the base, and he also gets the out before this guy scores. Nobody scores. It's 3 outs, end of the inning, just like that. All right, see you guys at practice.